I'm here with Kat Tillman. We're sitting over in, this is building 121?
It's 121.
121 here at Microsoft, and talking a little bit about IAMCP and about the Microsoft Partner Network. So Kat, why don't you introduce yourself and your role, and then I'll ask questions, I'll drill.
Okay, super. Okay. I'm Kat Tillman, and I am part of the Worldwide Partner Group. And so our group is comprised of the business owners for the Microsoft Partner Network. So Julie Bonanni is the GM that oversees that. John Roskell is our corporate vice president, and I'm on Carl Noakes' team, so focused on marketing. And specifically my role is to help us really build a thriving community that allows us to engage with our partners, but more importantly allow our partners to engage with us and with each other. And I'm also a key contributor among other members of Carl's team to help bring the Worldwide Partner Conference to fruition. So we're excited about
That's where we met
Toronto
last year. Was that like right after the launch of the Microsoft Partner Network, the new competencies that went out, and the new, so MPN Live was new, wasn't that?
That was new also, but you and I met before WPC as
that's right.
I was meeting all of the really great partners that make up the community, and so Tiffany introduced us, and we've been happy, friendly family of community members and community managers together, and so it's been terrific.
I just like to come visit because you have a nicer office than I do.
Yeah, well, we can thank the remodel for that. But we're really excited this year, and we're also excited to have Katie Quigley, who is driving the community and event efforts now with us for WPC this year, and then there's other key members of our group that are helping bring the experience to life. Adelheid Kucher is another member of my team, is really helping to bring awareness to partners. We hope this year to have a lot of partners who haven't come before to come to the event, to come
Which is in Toronto, so the WPC Toronto, what's the date on that?
July 8th through 12th.
July 8th through 12th, and it was, so my experience, so I've been to 2 of them now, and so participating this last year and participating in the MPN Live, so the live broadcast, the streams that went out. So there was a stronger emphasis this last year with the Connect. So my impression was, not having been year after year, just to the 2 of them, but the differences between the 2 events and the focus and energy that Microsoft put around the Connect, getting partner-to-partner connections happening, it really emphasized, I think, more of the discussion around IAMCP. For those that aren't familiar with it, that's the International Association of Microsoft Channel Partners. And it's not about, like, we have chapter meetings here in Seattle. It's not about sitting and listening to lectures of Microsoft guest speakers coming in and learning about the program, but it's about getting partners actually talking together, working together, and doing deals together.
Absolutely, and I think that's a really great point, and we really value the association scene, and everybody's celebrating the IAMCP. But I think for us this year, we're really eager to see an increase in those partner connections, and also an increase in how partners are taking advantage of benefits, which include becoming part of associations like IAMCP. And so business building is going to be a really key part of the event this year, and there's a lot that we're doing to become even further enmeshed in the tools and capabilities that are going to allow that business building. And with the recent launch of the digital WPC experience, we're focused on building that as a community hub where the community is coming together, and it becomes something that starts online, it goes to the event, and that we can keep those connections as well. And we're supporting the storytelling that's happening, and so even with your blog, being on digital WPC and the story that you're telling on how the Seattle IAMCP chapter is being revitalized. We see that value in the business relationships that partners can build with each other, and so we're certainly looking how best we can to facilitate and support those efforts so that partners can see that really good business outcome.
My recommendations to people that are going to WPC for the first time is to don't underestimate the need to have people there on the ground representing your company. You need to staff appropriately for it because it is a tremendous resource.
Well, and I think a really good point there is that it's a business investment. I mean, clearly for many partners who come, it takes them from being billable to needing to take time out of that to go and invest in this. But the outcome and the ROI of that is huge, because the connections you can make with other partners that can generate even larger business opportunities is huge. And so those business relationships can be across segment, can be across geography. Increasingly, a lot of partners that I meet have multiple offices across different countries. Because this is a worldwide event, you get that access to partners that are in countries that you might not necessarily get to meet face-to-face in your day-to-day when you're at home working on the client projects that you're working on. And so for many partners, it's really looking at that business investment. And then I love the idea of having multiple people come, because there's value in numbers. And so you are looking at how do we divide across this huge event, because it's a huge event.
It is.
There's a lot happening. There's even an approach where you might want to build a strategy of how to maximize your time at the event. But the piece that I think is one that's really important too is the time that you get to socialize with others, because there's a lot to be said for just sitting down, having a conversation, and getting a chance to meet people, and then out of those relationships you can really have a potentially fruitful business relationship together. So we're really pivoting towards that this year.
So we had Tina Hansen come and talk to us about Pinpoint yesterday,
Yes.
and Alistair was talking about the Victory Lap, which is something that was new to me. I think I saw a reference to it once, but it's at MicrosoftVictoryLap.com, which is a way which they're actually encouraging people to use Twitter to tweet out wins. Customer wins, partner wins, and then based on that, there's awarded recognition of Microsoft partners based on the number of wins and the size of the wins and and scope of those things, which is a great idea for Microsoft to do this nice little additional thing. That's something that people are just not taking full advantage of. But Pinpoint, for example. And I know there's going to be a little bit more emphasis around it because it's being kind of revamped and revised, revitalized. Some little things like the fact that probably the strongest one that I picked up on was that it's going to be more SEO optimized. Because in my experience, my company's experience, is that leading up to WPC and directly following WPC, we saw some activity through Pinpoint, and then the other 8 months of the year, nothing much coming through Pinpoint. And so it needs to be, and it's being revitalized so that it is an ongoing annual resource that's driving leads, and it's more effective. And there's a bunch of guidance on that, and we're going to be sharing those things out for those that are in the Seattle area that are part of the IAMCP chapter, and those that subscribe to our newsletter that'll be coming out. We're actually going to provide a link out to Tina's presentation, and we're not trying to hide that information. We want everybody to have it, but we're going to get that presentation out there. But there's things like that that you pick up a lot of at WPC, a lot of the guidance of how do you do more business, better business, how do you optimize for Microsoft's partner network.
Look at all of our digital destinations with Pinpoint, with what we're doing with the partner portal, what we're doing with digital WPC, with what we're doing with the Ready to Go marketing platform. Those are all investments that we're making to really improve the partner experience online. And similarly, from an always-on perspective, we recognize that we haven't necessarily created the best experience where things are always on. Digital WPC, for example, has always been focused around the conference. We're trying to make that a year-round community experience. And so with the recent launch of that, we have a new edition that's going to be coming out in the Q4 timeframe in terms of how we're going to enhance digital WPC even more to better support community year-round. So can't really give a lot of specifics for that now, but just know that we've got a really great platform coming that's going to even enhance further the new site that's been launched. I think we really want to focus on having partners hero, because at the end of the day, the partner is hero. We create the products, but you guys make the incredible solutions for customers. And that really is coming from John Roskell and Julie Bonani, and at the core of what they wanted to roll out with the new Microsoft Partner Network. And that community was really going to be core to that. And I think the other thing that our executives recognized is that, especially in a business that's built on business building relationships, we have to look at this from a community perspective, because that's how we do business together. And so we've really leveraged that thinking to help drive the strategy that has built out this experience. And now we're going to be rolling out some additional digital experiences to that site that's going to better enable partners to connect, partners to continue the dialogue, partners to go to the event and then come back and continue that dialogue online. So that's part of the always on, that's part of the year round, and we're really excited about that and are eager to get partners on board with that. So in time for WPC, you'll definitely be seeing a lot from us around what that is.
Excellent. And I know that, thank you for your time. I was going to, one final comment about IAMCP and whether the numbers are accurate. I'm going from memory here, but there's something like 640,000 Microsoft partners worldwide. Is that right?
So the number's really funny because people always talk about partners. It's partner companies. So within the 640,000 partner companies that are out there in the channel, then you distill that down to the 90,000 partners that are Microsoft partners. And then we have that broader community of partners that we're so eager to build relationships with, that the IAMCP is so eager to have as part of their membership. And so
which is about, I think, is about 5,000 worldwide of the partner companies
for IAMCP.
For IAMCP.
Yeah. So if you think about the numbers, 640,000 partner companies, and all of the individuals that are in these partner companies, this is one of the largest communities that exist out there.
Right.
And it's really rich from all over the world, different technologies, different focuses, different industries that they're servicing. It's dynamic and rich, and I think that's the piece that, to me, has me really just excited about being in this business and being in a place where I'm interacting with these partners through our community and digital social extensions. So come to the Seattle IAMCP chapter meeting, meet Christian, and then if you have a story that you want to tell on digital WPC, he'll send you my way.
That's right. And we meet, for those that are in Seattle, it's the third Thursday of every month at lunch down in Bellevue. And you can drop me an email and I'll help you find that. So, well, thanks a lot, Kat.
Thank you for your time. Yeah.
Thanks for sharing your nicer office then.
Oh, wow.
So.
Let's get you remodeled.
Yeah.